Having created your document, you are now ready to print. You can either make use of this print button here in the toolbar, which will print you off one copy to your designated printer. In this case, mine called HP LaserJet Plus. Or if you need a bit more control, choose File, Print, or use this keyboard shortcut Control P. Within this dialog box, the first thing to do is to choose the actual printer to which you're printing. I'm going to stick with this one, and just underneath I have some information about it. Its status, what's the type of printer, and to which port it's connected. If I need to print a file rather than printing out a hard copy, I can check this option. The next thing to do is to decide on my page range. At the moment, I have got all selected, but I could choose to print just the current page where my cursor is flashing, or specific pages. So for example, if I have a 10-page document and I wanted to print out say pages 3, 5, I could type in 3, 5, and only those two pages will be printed. However, if I wanted to print out pages 3, 4, and 5, that is the range from 3 to 5, I could type in 3-5, and that will print out that range. Over here I can specify the number of copies using this spinner to increase the number, or simply typing in the number required. Also, I can choose whether or not to collate the copies. If the collate option is not switched on, then in this case 5 copies of page 1 will be printed, followed by 5 copies of page 2, 5 copies of page 3, and so on. If I check the collate option, then pages 1, 2, 3, etc. will be printed out as one batch, followed by the second batch of pages 1, 2, 3, etc., followed by the third batch of pages 1, 2, 3, etc., and so on until all 5 copies are printed out. But of course, when you collate, it's a much slower printing process. Down here, I specify what exactly I want to print, whether it is a document or whether it is its comments. I have made a list of styles, the document properties, and so on. And here I can specify whether I want to print all of the pages in the range that I specified here, or just the odd pages, 1, 3, 5, 7, and so on, or just the even pages, 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on. Here is a zoom control. It has 2 buttons, pages per sheet, and scale to paper size. For example, if you have set paper size A4, and on that you want to print letter size paper, this can automatically scale the contents. There is also an options button which gives you more control over your printing options and what is included with the printed document. But some of these options, such as comments, document properties, and so on, will only become relevant as you work through later lessons. So for now, I'll click cancel, and back here in this dialog box, I am ready to print. I can simply click OK.